I am inside the actual show house that's put together by the Junior League, and this year it's in East Aurora. Never before, and probably never again, will it be in East Aurora, but we're blessed to be here. And you, my friend, and I mean friend, Lisa DiCarlo, has been blessed to design one of the spaces. This is your space, right, Lisa?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Lisa, you also own a shop called Urban Design. We've actually interviewed you before, but you're refocusing kind of what you're doing. Give us a highlight about that.
Well, when we opened the store, it was really fantastic. If you saw the previous interview, it was all about the things that we would create inside the store, just rethinking. That was, and still is, our big word, rethinking pieces from our past and incorporating them and utilizing them, turning them into something new and fun. And as the store has been open and evolving, and more people are seeing us and talking about us, we've been driven more to working in people's homes and rethinking their spaces and rethinking the things that they have, and being more efficient and creative and on-site in people's homes.
And because you're doing that, actually, the neat thing is, and I knew this from the minute I met you, but now people are calling you the one to watch. You know, you're really being talked about in the industry. You're being recognized by national magazines. You're on the front page of Eyes Open, is it?
Eyes in.
Eyes in. I know it's eyes, and they're open looking into you, I think. But I'll tell you, it is really neat to see the excitement that you're creating in the industry. And you guys have got to come and not only experience Urban Design. You're now changing your hours to Thursdays and Fridays, private showings.
Fridays and Saturdays, and then by appointment only again, so that people come in and I can spend the time with them that they really do need to work on specific pieces of furniture, do private consultations in the store or in their home.
Right.
So we're really mobilizing in that way because people do need to see their spaces looked at to make good decisions for custom furniture.
Right, and you talked about that by you coming into this space, for example. You needed more space to display things in, so you created this bench, which is right behind you, which we're going to show you in a second.
The bathtub bench. I'm very smitten with that idea.
It is a wonderful idea, the bathtub bench, and it's beautiful. And the point of what you were saying, what Lisa was saying, is that she can come into your home, into your business, and you really don't know what you need until you get in there, and Lisa can start popping out these creative ideas that pretty much no one else I've ever seen does. And so you have to be in her presence, and she has to be in your presence to figure out exactly the great ideas that need to pop out. This building, this room, tell me about what you've done in here.
Well, the house was built in 1917 and has a rich history in East Aurora and was privately owned through the 90s before it was purchased by the state. And this year's Junior League focusing on this house has really been an extraordinary opportunity, not for urban, but more just the experience working in this space and with the Junior League has been really fulfilling. In this particular space, of course, you know, there's only, here's our walls. We have so much to work with, so we have to maximize that and create a feeling, and that's what we tried to do in this room, working collaboratively with the Tile Shop in Lancaster on Walden, who are fantastic. We came up with a space that I think most everybody could envision in their own home.
That's
and
right.
They want to pull that bathtub bench up with a glass of wine and spend time in the tub as we all wish we could. And they want to be in this room. It was not that space before. And that's what I hope when people see the space, that they can apply to their homes. Well, I've got this little space, and what do I do with it, and how can I make it nicer? And hopefully that's the kind of thing that we represent here.
I mean, even to the stones on the wall, those were handmade stones.
Those were handmade one by one by Paul at the Tile Shop, yes.
Yeah.
They're concrete that he individually molded and stained, and we put them on the wall, and we've been asked time and time again, oh, how fantastic. You had stones on the wall, as though the stones were always here, which is, of course, the goal. But the stones look like they preceded us, but in reality, we put them in here to make the space look more warm and comfortable.
And you put them in here.
Yes.
So not only were they handmade by him, they were hand placed by you. So
Well,
you do all the physical work, or most of it, don't you?
I'm a worker.
I can tell by those manicures. You and I have the same kind of manicure. Also, look at the countertop. That is a wonderful raw-edged piece of slab of concrete, right?
It's another signature piece by Paul at the Tile Shop. I've actually been purchasing concrete for various projects from Paul for 12 years. He has continued to develop the concrete work, and people, I think, like to put concrete into a contemporary environment, or think that that's the only thing it's done, but I've used it in Tuscan-style decorating. It's here in this room.
Contemporary.
And it's a really very warm and very practical product. Plus, you can have it be and do anything you want it to do.
Yeah,
so
it's very cool, very cool. Now, we don't have a lot of time, and I want you to explain to everybody your process of what you're going to be doing. You're looking for neat new spaces. Tell everybody about that real quick.
Yes, well, we're mobilizing, and I think one of the things that people are most excited about in working with Urban is our creative use of materials and our the way we think about space. So we would like to be able to tell that story, show people how to do things. A lot of people, really want to be able to do things on their own, and they're not quite sure. So we'll be working on different spaces within Western New York. More to come on that. And we'll be urbanizing them. We'll be having workshops that will be as much a part of the store and what we do as the tables and everything else that are in the store that we do. So.
And showing that through seminars, you're saying, within that space.
Yes.
So you're looking for unique spaces.
There's an artist in every single one of us, and I think that'll be fun.
I agree with that.
People have fun with that.
I cannot wait to follow you around, because I am going to go to every one of those spaces and learn about it. Look, I need you to tell us how to get a hold of you, how to make sure that you get a hold of Lisa, because she is something that will truly change your life. The one to watch, my Lisa DiCarlo girlfriend. Tell everybody how to do that, baby.
Well, the best thing to do really is to look us up on our website or on Facebook. The website is www.urbandesignreclaimed.com, or you can see us on Facebook.
Yeah.
And see what we're up to, see where we're at, see what our store hours are. As I said, for now, they're Friday and Saturday, or by appointment. But you can contact me through the website. We can make appointments. We can
do anything.
We can do anything. Everything is possible.
Yes, it is. That's a great way to end this, because everything is possible, and it can be done right in your own home or business. So give her a call and stick around, because we will be right back. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.